Okay, gonna be talking about Cell, but before I start, I just want to say that this character is pretty developed, so I'm gonna be missing a lot of things because I'm not trying to talk about everything, but I'm gonna talk about the things that I think are interesting and useful when picking him up. So, first things first, let's go over his normals. 5L, minus 3 on block, 2L. It's a low that you can go twice, and it's also minus 3, so that's really good. His auto combo is an advancing mid, minus 5, so it's safe, really good, and it goes really far. And the interesting about this is that you can actually control the distance of the auto combo. It doesn't go nearly as far. So round start, that'll hit them, but if you hold back or down when you do it, it doesn't reach them. This means that you could do things like this. So a common scenario is to use your auto combo to get in and then slide after they do one reflect. But because they can punish you if you go for this, you can actually punish them for trying, or at least be safe. So you can kind of use it at your leisure. You kind of judge when you should and shouldn't cut the distance, but it's pretty good for that, I think. 5M, advancing mid, goes really far. All of his buttons go pretty far, honestly, all of his good buttons. Minus 5, so safe on block. And he actually has a 4M follow-up. So I just hold back and mash M when I do this. I don't even try to time it. But you can. Minus 5 as well. Does have a gap though, so first hit only. So they can reflect you. But most people won't, because it's kind of scary to reflect them because he has a low. So you can do that. You can do that. 6H, another low. It comes after his mediums. Minus 5, safe. So, as you can probably imagine, his pressure is really good because he could do and then stop, or it's Key Blast. Key Blast is minus 4, and then stop. You know what I'm saying? So he always has the threat of the low, so reflecting is actually pretty scary against him. 5H, minus 8, but it has a unique property. You can actually charge it, and it has more pushback. 2S, plus on block, but they can guard cancel super dash and punish you. But because it's a move, like it counts as a normal, you can actually special cancel it and punish them for that. We'll go more into that a little bit later. Back to 5H. Because it pushes you back, you carry the momentum. So stuff like this can be possible. So when doing your block strings, you can honestly stop wherever you want. You stop with the Key Blast, do the 5H, do 2 of these, walk backwards, do that again. Go so far. You could do 2M first, and then go to 5M, because you have the threat of the other low. Like, because you have 2 lows, they always have to think about it. So his pressure is really, really good. So keep this in mind when doing block strings. Let's go over his air normals. They're also really good. His jump light, horizontal button, you could use it to get in like this. Control the air, so if someone's jumping, you can dash jump at them like this. And just kind of like mash it, because if it hits them, you get a combo. It's one of the best jabs for beating super dash. Like, you almost don't even have to think about it. You see the super dash come at you, you push the button, and you just mash auto combo into 2H. You get a full combo for it. I don't know the combos. Jump medium. Overhead. Really good for cross-ups, like this. Goes really far. And because he has the buttons to convert it, oh my goodness. So let's say, for example, you're pressuring somebody, right? That's super free. So his cross-up medium pushes him pretty far if they block it. And then on hit, you can combo off of it. But on block, you're still at range for that too. So if they block it, you could do this. And then they're under your pressure. So it's really good for that. His J2M, actually minus 3 on block now. You can get 2H for this, but because it's safer now, you can kind of mess with it a little more. And then on hit, it leaves them standing, so you can convert it now, which is really nice. I personally don't use it outside of combos, but it is something to think about. He does have an option. His jump S, usually for combos as well, like typically in the corner. Oh. But it does have one unique property when combined with this. So JS and Kamehameha are pretty interesting together. So JS counts as a Ki Blast, so you can guard cancel super dash it like that, and you can guard cancel reflect it. But for some reason you can't reflect it right away. So Fenris does this a lot, and I got hit by this a lot. Is he'll do JS, delay Kamehameha if you try to reflect the Ki Blast. And then he'll punish you anyways, and then knock you down. So it actually has some pretty decent uses for neutral. Like you can land an unexpected hit using that, so keep that in mind. Kamehameha in general, if they block it, it true jails into vanish. So you can establish your pressure. And same for the ground version. Establish your pressure. The only thing about it though is that you need to practice hit confirming it, because if you don't, this can happen to you. If you just do it, you will die for doing it. So keep this in mind when using Kamehameha. It's not worth just doing it every time like that. Try to confirm the situation and you should be okay. Next specialist is Rolling Crush, 2d6 LMH. -2 on block, really good. That means that you can enable that. The last hit is an overhead. Some people sometimes forget, so they'll get hit by it. Medium one causes a bounce. And the heavy version, if you hold towards them, you actually go behind them. So if someone's pressuring in the corner and you manage to poke, you can actually just get out of the corner like that. I believe it also has some other uses, but I actually don't know them, so I won't really talk about it other than that. Air Rolling Crush, typically for combos. The EX one goes straight down and is really fast. So the way you want to use this is the way you can use it. So remember how we talked about this button is really good for cross-ups? So what if you can combine that with this? So now he has the option to kind of like fake the cross-up and go same side really quickly. And it's like pretty hard to block. In addition to that, if someone is trying to chase you while you're above them, if they jump at you, this button will smoke them. Well, not button, the special will smoke them. So it's really good for that as well. 2-4S, command grab. Doesn't work point blank mid-screen, so you have to have some distance between you and the opponent. Because if you're too close, you whiff it. This isn't a problem if they're in the corner. It'll always work. And you can combine this with your block strings, you know. So they always have to worry about it. And they're like, oops. So yeah, try to combine everything, all of his tools and his block strings, like this into this. It's -2 and it beats super dash. Button command grab means that they have to look for command grab. Because you're restarting your pressure so often, people will bank reflect, and that opens up this. But you could also just wait for reflect. It's just an option that they have to think about. Perfect attack is one of his main combo tools, and it is also anti-air property. So it'll be stuff like that. With assist, you can extend your combos pretty easily. Or you could just vanish by yourself. -3 on block, really good. So you can just kind of do it. Medium one puts you on the other side on block. And the EX one, he is -1 and he can use his air actions. So you can actually use this for mix-up if you have the right assist. So I have to delete some recordings, unfortunately. 1 second. Delete this, delete this, delete this, and delete this. And so I don't forget. Playback method, random. Okay. So if you do this right, if you have the right assist, you can do this. So he can go high with delay air dash light, and you have to really delay the air dash, because if you don't, you'll just whiff, or he can go low. And this is really hard to block. Yeah, if you do the delay air dash light, it'll smoke someone just holding down back. Just showing you an example of me trying to block it. I'm not consistent at blocking it. It's really good. So if you have the right assist, you can actually mix someone pretty hard with this. So those are the tools that I think are interesting with Cell. I'm missing so much, like the spark routes and all this stuff, his corner combos. But I feel like you could just look those up. He is a pressure monster. His buttons are so good for neutral and for block strings. And if you get hit by him, you explode. And he has mix-up with the right assist for half a bar now, which is kind of insane. So, yeah, I really like Cell. I'm considering him. I think he's pretty much as strong as he's always been, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to share information on the character, feel free to do so in the comments. But that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.